Hello and welcome to this special edition PSM3 podcast stroke videocast, where we're going to announce today the all-new PSM3 top 25 PS3 games of all time. Exciting, eh?
Tension's building.
Yes.
It is building. Now, rather than just take our old review scores and just slavishly list them in a big order, what we're going to do is argue amongst ourselves, that's bound to go well, isn't it? And come up with a definitive top 25. But to take the heat out of it, we've actually already sort of done that, where we've listed our top 25s personally. I've applied clever maths to the results to produce a definitive winner. And I'll announce that live on air via this envelope. No expense spared. We've got our PA to knock up this from the staff cupboard with the felt tip, and I've drawn I don't know what that is. This is good radio, isn't it? What's that? I've drawn like a joypad on it.
It's like a dog with a
I get told off
mustache.
for that, don't
You're
I?
going to get lambasted.
A dual shock and a star. So without further ado,
It's worth pointing out, isn't it, that we don't know what the winner is.
No.
Only Dan.
Only Dan knows.
only I know.
Yeah.
And the winner is, to save you the hassle, no. So we'll open this now. Ooh.
You'll have to do your best to act surprised.
Yeah. So I literally know the winner. And no looking either side because you'll spoil it. Okay, so we'll start with the 25th best game of all time on PS3. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
BULLETSTORM.
Ooh.
Hey.
In at number 25, reviewed by Andy HARTUP only a
Yep.
few months ago.
Yep.
Andy briefly eulogised BULLETSTORM to us.
It's brilliant. It's fun, and there's lots of imaginative swearing in it. So that alone pretty much cements its place in the top 25.
Yeah, it's like an interesting and different first-person shooter that lets you perform skill shots.
Yeah, skill shots, and it's all about racking up enormous scores.
Sort of like Duke Nukem, but for this year.
Yeah,
funny.
sort
Silly,
of like that,
funny.
and genuinely
Good.
funny. Yeah,
Crass, but funny.
yeah.
Key bit for me, the best bit for me, was the ability to bend a sniper's bullet in slow motion using the stick up a man's anus, producing a high score. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, that was the best bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it speaks ill of me. Actually, I thought, as a game, it wasn't quite as good as maybe we'd argued. I thought it was a little bit piecemeal, and I thought it had shocking loading times. And in the finished game, I had debug menu code popping up, which just meant that I had to restart and reload the entire thing.
That's funny because I didn't have that in the debug version.
Yeah, absolutely weird.
Strange twist of fate.
But anyway, it's an interesting and novel game. That's made it in at number 25. Number 24, Battlefield Bad Company 2.
It's another Andy game.
That's
This is
me,
Andy's list.
Me and
This is just my list. Actually, it was higher up on my list.
So, Andy,
Yeah.
I think as well, actually, the surprising thing about this is, for a game that's, well, its sequel, Battlefield 3, is so eagerly anticipated this year that Battlefield 2 barely received any votes from the team. Or if it did receive votes, not many high votes, apart from Andy.
Well, it was only us me and Andy HARTUP that played it,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Of all of us, like really hardcore online.
I played it.
Oh, right. Well, but not as much as me and Andy though. We played a hell of a
I've
lot
played
of it, didn't we?
For about 30 hours online now,
Yeah.
which isn't much compared to some of the nutcases in the community, but for me,
Not that you're judgmental or anything.
no, of course not.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the best online shooter on PS3. It's simple
Why
as that, which is why it needs to be in the
then
list.
is it better than Modern Warfare or Black Ops?
Or
I think
Killzone.
because there's a lot more variety to the play. You know, you've got better design maps, bigger maps, destruction, tanks, you know, helicopters, all sorts. You've got squad options. It's very much a sort of, you know, you're not just playing the role of the man who goes out and shoots other men. You're playing like support roles, and it just feels like a more complete online experience. Plus, if you're not exceptionally sort of fast with your trigger finger, you can get to the top of the high score list by actually, you know, being sneaky and using your brain and helping out your team. So, I mean, for me, that makes it a better online shooter. But I guess the reason it's so low is because the single player was pretty lame.
Yeah, almost not even worth mentioning.
No.
It's the team-based.
Sorry, Dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
the team-based shooter for aging philanthropists.
Yep, like myself.
Yeah, that was on the box. Number 23. I'm looking at you, Steve,
Are you?
because this is one of your games.
Say it like that.
Dirt 3.
Yay!
Dirt
Only
3.
23.
Dirt 3, recent and brilliant.
Recent and brilliant, yeah.
Not voted for by everyone, but Steve, you rated it really high.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant rally game, and it's also just a brilliant driving game. It's just fun. CODEMASTERS really seem to be on top of the game at the moment with F1 and Dirt. It's even Andy's been playing it.
Yeah,
Not-
and I don't
not
even
normally
like driving games, and there's
Yeah.
something about it that's really compelling to me, and I've played it for about 10 hours on single player. It's fantastic.
Exactly, apart from the drifting,
Yeah, I don't know how it
which
drifts.
is the Gymkhana stuff, which he's struggling with a bit. Which it just most other people can. I'll teach you. You know, you can get
will
there.
teach
It's
you.
very, very
Take him
accessible,
under your
isn't it? So it's fun for the hardcore. The courses are really well designed. There's lots of heavy sort of cuts, as they call them, through off the side of the track and that. But it's pretty dangerous if you get into a crash. The crashes are huge. There's a YouTube thing. You can just send it straight to YouTube.
Yeah.
It's very accessible, but really fun. It's not dumb. It's just a great fun game.
But the narrators are terrible.
Yeah,
the
they
sort of
are.
American
Bit-
guys who call you
Chad
amigo.
Brohammer.
Yeah, and I was playing it, and I was playing on normal, and he went, "Hey man, why don't you play it on a harder setting?" Like, and then
I
he
don't
called
want
me,
to.
And, are you chicken? So I don't want a game telling me that. I'm
No.
having fun.
Did you rise to it?
But they do
Oh.
still have the girl who calls you by your name, which is
that's
strangely
creepy.
hot.
Very creepy.
Really? I quite like it. She's my
Forced a
friend.
relationship.
Well, Steve, at number 22, we've got Dead Rising 2.
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that game. That was
Yeah.
good.
I didn't mean it for you to talk about it. I was just trying to make an awful joke about the robot commentator that obviously failed.
Yeah, no, it was good. Well
Yeah,
done. Keep
thanks.
going.
Thanks. So Dead Rising 2, number 22. This is its first appearance on PlayStation proper.
Yeah.
It's the zombie survival game where you play as a man who hits lots of zombies with creative and inventive weapons. You can combine things like baseball bats with rusty nails.
Yeah.
In fact, you could probably suggest some more exciting examples than that, Andy.
Yeah, the combo weapon system let you tape two unlinked items together to create horrible sort of machines of death. You could attach two machine guns to a wheelchair, the arms of a wheelchair, and roll around shooting zombies. Even though it was completely slow and impractical, the fact that you could do it made, that's the great thing about that game. It revels in its complete stupidity, and like it's not serious at all.
Yeah, you took one of the greatest screenshots ever of it, didn't you? Of a man in tight clothing, children's clothing, I think, on a small pink bicycle.
Yeah, that's right.
pedaling manically
You can
through
ride
the-
a child's bicycle, and dress in a mankini from Borat, and
You can wear the Borat
Yeah.
lime green
Right.
mankini.
all while your daughter is in the security room dying of zombie disease. When you should be out getting her Zombrex. You're riding around on a
Well,
tricycle.
you've got to get your priorities right. haven't you?
I had
Need a
a
bit of
few
downside.
live action scenarios. So I'd gone into a toy store with like dual katana blades in an attempt to retrieve something. Got mixed up, snapped both swords, had to fight my way out with the foam hand in front of an onslaught of 100 incoming zombies, and then in an emergency panic slipped onto the tricycle and tried to cycle out.
Was this the game, or was this?
This
just
is
chipping?
just in life, yeah. Right. Yeah, that's in life. So that is a great fun game. It's got issues with some slightly cumbersome bosses, and
Yeah, awkward mission structure. It's true. That
Yeah.
does hold it back.
yeah, it's a great fun game. Number 21, Mafia 2.
Oh yeah, I'm
a good
really
game.
really glad that got in there. One of the best
Should have been
single-player,
higher, but I forgot.
experiences I've had in a while.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah. What a great sort of 12-hour, it's not a free roaming game. A lot of people gave it a hard time for not being GTA with hats, but it was just a great linear action-led story game, I thought.
It's one of the most immersive, I think.
Yeah, totally, really immersive
You
setting.
really feel like you're in not just the city, but in the time period as well.
Second only to Rockstar in terms of ambient city design, I thought.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Could you briefly, because I'm an idiot, and I see Mafia, and I look at LA Noire, and I go, that's the same game,
Yeah.
right? Now, why would you plump for Mafia?
Well, if in Alien War, it's sort of a ponderous adventure game. Mafia is just an action game, isn't it? It's a shooter. It's
And
a
you get to
cover
be the bad
shooter.
guy.
But with a good
Oh.
story.
Yeah, with a
good
great story.
characters.
Should that have come with spoilers, Rich?
Well, no, because you're the mafia.
You're in the Mafia.
Oh, yeah. In history, I was thought the Mafia were the goodies. I truly am an idiot.